Welcome in to Real Talk Wrestling. My name is Josh. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, Chris? All right, you missed the show
had us
last
you
week.
had us backwards there.
Yeah.
It looked weird. You had
Yeah,
me
I
as
did. All right.
clutch.
Don't distract me again. All right. Don't look at me in the eyes either. This is Real Talk Wrestling, a rebrand of the show. As you see, the new outlook, everything. Finn's Talk Extra is getting a revamp. That's right. The main stars of the show is getting worked on first before the other one. So it's nice to see. Good to see. Thank you, Bobby. With me tonight, Miami Clutch PE, El Ginger Americano, and of course, me, Josh Kimmel. We're going to talk about John Cena's possible last opponent, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Maybe not. The guys just told me it's not news. We're going to talk about Paul Heyman had a good promo. It was fun. That was probably my favorite part about wrestling this week. And Naomi's pregnant, which is what we all knew. And then, did you guys know Forbidden Door is like Sunday?
I learned that about an hour ago.
When did you learn? How did you learn?
I was just scrolling on Twitter. I was looking on. It was a few hours ago. It was when you asked what do we want to talk about tonight, and I went to a couple of my wrestling pages. I'm like, let me just scroll through them, see if there's anything that I can't remember right now. And I saw it. It's Forbidden Door time again. What is this? 3, 4?
It's been too long, and I'm over it. And it lost its luster after year one. Like it should have been a one and done thing. It really it's awful. It ruins their television. We'll get into that if we get to the AEW side of it. Okay. But guys, let's not bore our audience. They'll run away. AEW, they'll run away. It's worse than it's ever been, guys. Trust me. Naomi is the big topic for me, at least, as she has given up her title, as she is now leaving the company to have a baby, which is awesome. Thank you, Big Jim. Because now we don't have a top heel in the company anymore in the women's division. We don't. And there's some problems. And so I want to ask you guys up front, the big storyline on the women's side on Raw, at least, is Io Sky, Rhea, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Like, that's the big women's program right now. One of those 4 women, and it ain't going to be Kairi. I don't think it's going to be Asuka. Has to take over the leadership with the top heel on this show. Now, Clutch, if you had to decide if it's Io or Rhea, which one would you choose to be the new top heel, or would you go a different route?
I'm biased. I would go a different route, and I would just give it to Stephanie.
So you want her to be the heel?
Oh, as a heel?
Yeah, we need a new top heel.
I just thought you need somebody taking the reins. I'm half in, half out. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
But as a heel, I mean, I don't know how Io works as a heel. I don't know how. I mean, I think it's impossible to turn Rhea heel now. So you're kind of stuck here, and Liv's not coming back anytime soon. And over on SmackDown, I'm trying to think of anybody you have to send over. Not really. So they're kind of in a bind right now, and maybe, I mean, I kicked this idea around, I think, last week. If you want to dust off Asuka as a heel, that's something. She handled it well the last time she did it, but I mean, it's been a while, so I don't know where they go from here.
I don't know what I mean, we joked. I mean, we half joked about Blake Monroe. She's doing great things down there. I'm seeing clips. Booker T can't get her name right. She had to correct them live on TV. Did you guys see that? I'm sure Clutch saw it. Yeah. It was pretty good.
What is he calling her? Do you know?
What do you call her? I don't remember. He got Monroe right. I don't think he got the first name. What do you call her? Monica Monroe? Something like that?
It was something else Monroe, and I got the background for it, and it was he has his Reality of Wrestling promotion, and somebody there is named something Monroe, and he called that name instead of the other, and it was a whole thing.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. She called him out last week or whatever, and it was pretty funny. It was on Botchamania. It was hilarious. That's how I saw it. And then I watched the promo. Botchamania was good this week. But yeah, Chris, there is no top heels like Roxanne Perez. I saw her wrestle, obviously, right? She didn't wrestle. She was in the match. And afterwards,
Yeah, she was there.
yeah, there was a beatdown. I can't take her seriously. What she needs to stop. I said this about Roxanne. I know you love her, Clutch. I'm not getting it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not buying it. I think she's, there's players that are great in college, in football. They make it to the pros. They make it to the big times. They're just not as good as the other women or men on the roster. And Roxanne, I'm not seeing it. These punches, bro, they gotta go like they do. And she did it again. And she stopped though. She stopped herself because when she was wailing, okay, that's believable. But the whole I can't stand that, dude. And she does it too often. And she does a lot of things too often. She can't be a top heel. There's got to be someone on that roster. What's up, DSG? So, Chris, what do you think? Would you choose Rhea?
No, I actually am going to echo some of the same stuff that Clutch just said. Rhea, you can't because, like he said, she's so far over right now. She would get cheered too much as a heel. So she's out. Kyrie, I'm sorry. I don't know if she could ever really be a heel. She's too little, people cheer for her. Io, same thing. Maybe you could turn her heel eventually. I think the best person that's primed for it, and especially with what I was seeing on Monday Night Raw, is Asuka. Like, she's getting upset. She's getting mad at Rhea. She's getting mad at the most over babyface on the women's side. And so you could have her go after Rhea, and then that could be an easy heel turn right there. And she would be believable as a top heel because she's really good. And like Clutch said, she's done it before. So I think that's probably the most obvious route to go, probably the best choice to go, unless they move somebody over or up that we're just not thinking about or seeing. Or is there anyone out there that's set to return anytime soon that we're just not thinking of right now? I feel like Rhea is the person to chase. But are they going to give the title right now to a heel? Or maybe are they going to set up a tournament and you're just going to have babyface versus babyface and one of them go over while they work to develop a heel for a little bit? But
see, that's the thing.
I would think it's going to be Asuka.
No, but what do they do with the title? Like you said, a tournament. Do we really want to see another tournament?
Either a tournament or they're going to say some sort of a fatal 4-way triple threat.
There you go. There you go.
One of those. It's going to be something like that.
We're going to have, I guarantee you, Clutch, you already know. Raw's going to have 2 triple threat matches. SmackDown's going to have 2 triple threat matches. We're going to have a fatal 4-way match.
Yeah.
It's Triple H. That's what he does. That's how he books.
Has anyone checked the rankings lately to tell us where wrong promotion.
The rankings. Yeah. They should have rankings. I think rankings are the worst thing you could ever do in pro wrestling. It was so dumb. It was such a bad idea. AEW.
No, it was a good idea. It was just executed poorly.
When you have someone like Jungle Boy win every match, he's going to climb up the ranks. And then how many times did we see Jungle Boy's the number 1 rank because he's 15-0? And we're like, what are they going to do here? They have to have the match. They had the match.
Yeah. I think the problem was they counted too many of the, Rampage and Dark Match stuff. It should have been like on Dynamite, and that's it.
Clutch.
No house shows, no Rampage. Like it would need to be Raw only and SmackDown only, and that's it. Nowhere else. No, or maybe you count pay-per-views. I don't know, but like no house shows or anything. Oh. That was one of their biggest problems was they were counting every single match. And then some people would have like 50 wins, but they were all in the lower card.
Wins and losses matter. That's what DSG says. Don't let the office propaganda tell you differently. Listen, that you mentioned the PLEs. We're going to go there real quick because I know you didn't get to talk about it, Chris. Are they done being called PLEs and are they going back to pay-per-views? Clutch, you don't get to talk about this real quick because you're getting not screwed. Okay. We're getting so screwed over here. So I found out even in my cable subscription, I still have to upgrade to pay $30 a month. All I do is I have access to it.
What does that mean that you have access to it?
I have access to it. Yes, I still have to upgrade. It's freaking ridiculous.
You have the ability to go there and see that there's an event, but you can't watch it.
Yes, I have to subscribe $30 a month. It's ridiculous, man. Chris, are you gonna do? How many PLEs are you actually gonna buy now?
Not many. Now, are they going to do? You have to buy both nights of WrestleMania. They're each their own separate standalone. Do you have to buy like night one for $30 and then night two for another 30? But they'll package them together for $50.
Yeah, Clutch, you think they'll do that? Like buy one for $40 a night, or package them for $75.99. Like
You know they're
$4.
gonna do that.
Yeah, they're gonna screw us over.
Gosh,
Gonna
I'm
be
so
bad.
over it.
Yeah, that's the point. You should sail the seas.
Yeah, let me convince my wife of that. She doesn't even want to move out of the town of Riverview. We're stuck here for life. She doesn't even want to move out of the Boyette.
I mean, you don't need to leave your house to sail the seas.
Is that legal? Could I do that?
No, I mean,
is
yeah,
that legal?
It's fully legal.
It is? I mean, I'm being serious. Is it legal?
Yes.
All right. Well, I gotta get a VPN then. DSCs, do you guys have VPNs? Plus, do you have a VPN?
I have a VPN. I had it before the Netflix deal, and now I just have it and I don't use it because free. But
I have no, dude. I'm like almost like I don't. The joke is old, right? I am old. I don't know what any of that means. If you guys, any regular person with the project I just did or tried to do would have taken them like 30 seconds to do. It took me 2 hours. So I don't know I even had a VPN. I don't know that stuff. But anyway, back to the topic of PLEs and pay-per-views. Do you think they're going to change it now to pay-per-views? I know it's something little, but do you think they're going to change it? Because we have to buy them now.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what they're going to do, they're going to sell them individually and they're not included with a subscription. Yeah, they're back to being pay-per-views.
I would not be incriminating myself. So like these ones right here, WrestlePalooza. What's it called, Clutch? What's this new one? This new WrestlePalooza called?
Yeah,
that's it.
So those are like the secondary shows that people probably aren't going to buy, but I'll definitely still buy the WrestleManias and the Survivor Series and Summer Scams and all those other ones, but I'm not going to be buying these little low rate ones. And I expect a lot of people not to buy these low rate ones. So it is what it is. Speaking of events, big events coming up, I think December 13th is John Cena's final match. That's super, super, super close. Is it going to be Brock? Like you guys said it in pre-show. They're just not saying his name. Is it Brock? I thought Brock would be like a crown jewel.
No, they're teasing that it's going to be Brock for WrestlePalooza, and it's to be determined for Saturday night's main event in December.
So we don't. So it's not going to be Brock on NBC.
No,
I haven't seen any rumors of who it's going to be yet.
I saw somewhere from a WWE account they said it's someone he hasn't wrestled in over 10 years. I swear I saw that on Twitter today.
And you're sure that was for his final match and not WrestlePalooza?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you're getting it mixed up with the press release for WrestlePalooza. Because I've seen exactly what you said, and I think that was for that.
You're probably right. Like honestly, today's been a blur. You're probably right because people are putting in the chat like are the comments like it's got to be Batista, it's got to be this. So then I went to like ChatGPT and said who's John Cena's last main event wrestling, and they said The Rock. They said The Rock's the big rumor. It is going to be Dwayne. It is going to wrap up the story. It is going to be full circle of him. He's 1-1 against The Rock, him getting the win over The Rock, and him finishing the story of like I didn't sell out. I changed my mind. Would you guys be down with The Rock on NBC Saturday Night Main Event?
I mean, I think you know my answer.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. So yes, I would definitely be watching if it was The Rock.
What about you, Clutch?
I mean, yeah, I'd be down for The Rock, and like you said, make it go full circle. Make this whole weird heel turn mean something. And the end of the day, wrap it up with a nice little bow and send Cena off into the sunset with a win. Now, will Rock do this? That's the question. Is his schedule free enough to show up on a random Saturday in December? We'll see. But from a creative standpoint, I think honestly he might be the best opponent for Cena in his last match.
It would make sense though. because he already said it. He already called him out like on SmackDown before SummerSlam. Some idiots decided this was a good idea. Like that's pretty much him calling out The Rock. I think it'd be a genius idea. I don't know, like you said, would The Rock do it? Who like the whole we're at the part of the concert where they're playing their hits. We've been there the whole time, really, with Cena. Aside from the Logan Pauls of the world or R-Truths, there's not many people left. The only people that would ever make sense are Kevin Owens. He's out of action.
How much longer is he out of action?
I don't know.
I think it's like an open-ended thing, like more than a year probably, because it was neck surgery. So
Okay, so he's probably out of the picture then.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where they go. And the only other person I could see, like, I would love for this match to happen is currently employed by the other company. So fuck you. Sorry, Bobby.
Big Show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Show. Yeah.
You,
Why
you know
not?
who's available? Ryback.
Yeah.
No Ryback.
I
don't want
like
to see
my idea.
Ryback on my screen ever.
Wade Barrett. That was my idea. Wade Barrett. Let him get over on Wade Barrett. Let Wade Barrett to bury John Cena. They hate each other in real life. It'd be hilarious to watch.
Bring back Nexus. Bury him
Bring back
again.
Nexus. It's been 10 years. I just don't know. I just don't know what I would want. If it's Dwayne, yeah, he's gonna pull big numbers, but who does that help? That's my problem with Brock Lesnar. And I don't need to go down the hole again. I don't care. I have not watched SmackDown once since this happened because I don't care. You know what I care more about? You know what I care really, really more about?
What?
Anything else. No, I was gonna say anything else. It's probably my least favorite program in wrestling right now, the Brock Lesnar Cena thing, because it's not doing anything for anyone else except for these two guys, and they don't need anything else. It doesn't make sense.
No.
I would love to see John Cena versus Drew McIntyre instead of Drew. Although I'd love Drew versus Cody. I think that's going to be fun. I think it is fun. But I wanted to see Drew versus Cena so bad. That would have been so amazing to see. But maybe it's Roman. When's the last time Roman faced Cena?
Money in the Bank. No, SummerSlam? Like 2 SummerSlams ago?
John Cena versus Roman last match. I don't think it was 2 years ago, was it? 2021.
So 4 years ago.
4 years ago, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that could be a match. That'd be a fun match. I don't know. Lot to talk about. Kayfabe is dead, Josh. Just put you on. This guy, DSG loves Brock Lesnar and hates John Cena so much. Like,
Is he Brock Lesnar guy?
ooh, is he WWE Gareth? Do you follow WWE Gareth? Is he still make content? Is he
I have
still
no
out there in
idea.
the world?
That was the most ridiculous Twitter handle. That had to be a satire page. I was convinced.
I don't know. Clutch, you know who we're talking about?
I know who you're talking about. I just haven't seen him in a while.
He is. That's him. DSG is the WWE Gareth guy. That's awesome to see, man. That really is.
He's back with a new username.
I've done that before. Yeah. So speaking of Brock Lesnar and WrestlePalooza and all that fun stuff coming up, I really lost the train of thought where I was going. I was going to go to AEW Forbidden Door, but I know Clutch doesn't want to talk about that. Like, I know
That could be our AEW minute.
Okay, our AEW minute. We'll save
Yeah.
that for later then, because that is coming up. That definitely is coming up. But let's go to the Paul E promo. Let's go to Paul Heyman spitting out the New Jack line, spitting out RVD, smoking guys down the streets of Philadelphia. I didn't think Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins were going to work out. I didn't think the Shula Follow was going to work out. I knew Braun Breaker was going to work out. I'm extremely impressed how they're handling this and how Seth Rollins has kind of changed his persona. He doesn't change at all, but he has Paul Heyman speaking for him. And to me, this is everything he wanted. Remember a couple of years ago, Clutch, where he was on a podcast with Ariel Helwani or whoever it was, Chris Van Vliet, one of those big guys, saying how he doesn't like being second fiddle to Roman always. He thinks he's being underrated. He doesn't always get the top spot, and he's really bitter about that. Do you remember that interview?
Yeah, dude.
This is everything he's ever wanted. Now he's getting it. And I think it's the top program in the company right now. How do you feel about that, Chris? Are you interested when you see Seth Rollins doing his little dance and Braun Breaker barking? Are you interested in this?
Yeah, it's good. And it's, I was thinking a little bit about it, and it's just kind of like everything Paul Heyman touches, recently at least, turns to gold. Like whoever they pair him with, it's kind of like your clear path that you're now going to be the guy. I'm glad to see that it is Seth. You got some weird stuff going on over there. Glad to see that it is Seth this time around, because I've always been a huge Seth fan. He's always been one of my favorites. So I'm glad that he is getting treated as the guy in WWE right now. He's getting to have his turn atop the mountain there. So I'm enjoying it so far.
As mine now, Clutch. Now, what did you pop about? Did you pop when they thought Tommy Dreamer died? Do you think that was a mess up, or do you think that was an ad lib? Because I'm like, wait a minute. I actually checked. I'm like, wait a minute. Tommy died? Dead ass. Sorry, Bobby. But I did. It when Braun Breaker's like, what? He's still alive? Bro, that was an epic moment, Clutch. You want to talk about that real quick?
No, Paul meant that. Paul had that planned in his script because, and he said it, and I laughed. I just laughed hard because the late great Tommy Dreamer, and then he added, "I know he's not dead, but he should be," and that was hilarious. I don't usually like lose my shit during like funny wrestling promos, except if it's like old school R-Truth when he's doing some goofy stuff. But like that was funny. I was into it. Probably the best piece of like work on the mic for the entire week in wrestling.
Yes. Well, you didn't. I'm sure you didn't watch Dynamite. Come on, MJF. No.
I'm sorry. Yeah, probably.
Oh no, it was the best. It was the most captivating story. DSG in this chat says 0 interest in Seth, boring. I'd like to know why he thinks Seth is boring. I think Seth is unboring. I think everything he does is very exciting. Roman Reigns, this is heading up, of course, for the big match at WrestleMania eventually. But do you think that we see them one-on-one before WrestleMania at a bigger event, maybe at a Rumble, or are we really waiting all the way until WrestleMania for this match? Like, I think we could wait. I think it's worth the wait. I'll say you, Clutch.
They need to properly end this I guess Shula Fala thing that they're doing, because Roman is facing Bronson at Clash. You called it, by the way. Good stuff. And then maneuver Roman away from Seth's group a little bit, because then if they don't, they're just on a collision course right next to each other the entire time. And I don't know how viable it is to hold that off until WrestleMania if they're side by side for weeks, or I don't know what happens. Maybe Roman takes one of his breaks and then we revisit this. So I don't know.
I see War Games, Chris, in the future. Roman's been in almost every. Has he been in every War Game since they brought it back to the main roster, Clutch? Think he has.
I think so.
Yeah, it feels like his group is always in it.
So
it's
I
like
can easily.
It's like when the Undisputed Era was in every NXT War Game.
Yes. Braun with snaps. Yeah, of course Seth is 175 pounds. He's freaking shredded, by the way. So is Braun. Yeah, Braun would definitely kill him, of course.
Well, Braun would still have the roster.
Braun would definitely kill half the roster. He's like so good. I can't wait till he's on top. But Chris, War Games. That's where I think this is gonna go, because it keeps it interesting. You get Roman in the ring with Seth, yada yada yada. This continues, but we have a problem because we have the baby faces, which could be easily CM Punk, Roman,
main event Jay,
LA Knight, and main event Jey Uso. Easily could happen, right?
Yeah.
And then you don't even have to do all of them. You could easily do Roman, Jay, Jimmy, Punk or whoever, because Punk still wants to get a hold of them. You don't have to have these other guys tied up. And then you only have 3 on the other side. You have Braun, Bronson, and Seth. They need a fourth. They're going to need a fourth. We've been talking about a fourth forever. So to appease to DSG in the chat, what if it's Karrion Kross? I'm just kidding. Who would you choose to be the fourth person if they do this? Because I think this is where they're going.
Do you think they got someone picked out already?
I mean, have you watched WWE Unreal? There's probably some dork in a hoodie or whatever talking to him. Talk to him about what we're going to be doing. Oh yeah, we'll be doing this next week. Like, come on. So yeah, they're planning ahead. Who would you want to be the fourth member?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have anyone in mind yet. Although my last prediction was right because I said Bronson last time and you told me no. You told me that would never happen. And here he is.
Yeah.
So I did call it last time, but this time I don't know. I don't know yet who they're going to bring in.
Dude, Karrion Kross already planted the seeds in the Ariel Helwani interview. If you watch the full thing, he's a Paul Heyman guy. Did you watch the full thing, Clutch?
No, I didn't. Not the whole thing.
But he did talk about Heyman and how close he is with Heyman and how Heyman is a big fan of Karrion Kross. That's why I brought up Karrion Kross in this whole situation. But besides that, who would you think is the fourth member of this? Because do you think it's going to be a War Games? It could just do a 3-on-3. They've done that in NXT.
Yes, but I don't think they might do what they did. I forgot, it was Bloodline against Bloodline, and one side had just added Drew for whatever reason, and then they just called it off afterwards. Like, it could be something like that. It wasn't Bloodline, it was Judgment Day. Yeah, where Drew was part of the match, and he had no ties other than just being another heel for the group. And they might just do that. I don't think they necessarily need a fourth. The only rumor I remember hearing rumors like months ago when this whole thing started about a fourth member. And the name that like they brought up was interesting to me was Ethan Page. And I think that'd be cool. Bring somebody up from NXT, somebody else that might use a push from like somebody like Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins. And I think he would fit very well.
I think he would too, but I think he'd be stuck being the Wheeler Yuta, the one taking all the pins.
The X-Pac.
The X-Pac, exactly. Every group needs one.
Yep.
You don't want to pin Bronson Reed every time. You never want to pin Braun Breaker. You never want to pin Seth.
You can't pin Seth, yeah. Bronson taking pins isn't too believable, not too often.
Exactly. So you need that little scumbag, Wheeler Yuta, Ethan Page. I think that's an excellent situation over there. I would love that.
I could see him fit in the mold of this group, though.
What about an Oba? I know he's your big guy over there in NXT. He's a babyface, but what about Obafemi? He seems like he would fit the big guy, muscle guy. Like that's what they're about. They're about big muscle guys so far. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, they're big dudes. What about him? Would he be a good heel?
If you're not pinning Bronson Reed, you're definitely not pinning Obafemi. And Obafemi is like twice the man that Bronson is probably. So, and he's a great heel, but I just think he's more of a, if I can compare him to anything, he's more like a Gunther type on his own, just wrestles and beats people up. I don't see him as part of a group like at all.
No. So it's Karrion Kross. DSG called it. I'm calling it right now. It's Karrion Kross.
It's Karrion Kross. You think he's back?
I think he's gonna be back in the group.
Is that what we want? Is that what you want? Are you excited for Karrion Kross coming back, Josh?
Yeah, I almost bought his book.
Love him?
I almost bought his book.
Yeah,
almost,
yeah. But you didn't.
No, I looked it up. I went as far as going to Amazon, and I saw that you could buy it on hard copy or paperback. Because I was looking because I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks. I'm like, I need a book to read, and I didn't buy it. He's just, he's not like Chris Jericho or anybody. Speaking of Chris Jericho, there's a ton of rumors because we haven't seen him on AEW television in a very long time. I didn't think I'd ever see the day where Chris Jericho was in Tony Khan's doghouse. I never thought this day would come, but it's there. It's here. I don't know the details.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the details. I don't. I just know he hasn't been on TV in forever. It's been a long time, and that's what we've been asking for.
Yeah. There was too much of him on there.
He signed like a 10-year contract with them like 2 years ago, so I don't know how this is going to work out. But there are rumors of Chris Jericho wanting to come, and why wouldn't he want to come back? Why wouldn't he, right?
Mm-hmm.
But does he even have a fit in the company anymore, Clutch? Like, would you want to see him on your weekly television?
No. Personally, like, the little time I did spend watching AEW, every time I turned on, it was Chris Jericho doing something. And that might have been what drove me away at the end of the day. I'm just saying. But I don't know. Like, seriously, I don't see a fit for older people returning long term in the company at all. Period. Not just Chris Jericho. And so I don't know what you do with Chris Jericho. It doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to hear that theme song again, "Break the Walls." It was a nice theme. I think it'd be nice for the Hall of Fame. Maybe not weekly TV.
And I think that's why he's coming back. The rumors, I think it would be a Hall of Fame acceptance and like when we need you for certain things, not wrestling. I don't think Triple H is that. Maybe a final match. Maybe a final match. Maybe it's Jericho versus Cena.
Is his contract in the timeline
No.
for Cena's
Yeah, no, I just looked it up. His contract ends in December 2025.
last match? Cena versus mystery opponent?
Jericho. Break
Please
the
no.
walls down.
Please no.
Why not?
No. Because did you already forget what it was like watching him wrestle in AEW in
Okay.
late 2024, early
Okay,
2025?
Chris. I didn't want to get loud tonight because my throat hurts, but I will tell you this.
It was so bad.
Did you like Sasha Banks? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you like Mercedes Moné? No.
No.
Did you like Edge? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you like Cope?
Sure.
No, you don't. Nobody likes Cope. Cope sucks. The whole thing sucks. What I'm saying is under the did you like Cody AEW?
Yeah.
Character.
He was
Booking.
great. He was
Booking,
great up
character.
until
Brian
great.
saying he resolved racism with his daughter. It's a quote.
He was great up until the end, brother. He clearly needed to turn heel and refused. Up until that point, it was great. Up until what was it like? Up until 3 months when he got his weight belt thrown at him.
When you let these creators create on their own, like Jericho has for the past 5 years, you see how bad his creative actually is. He's not a genius. You go to a creative team with your talent, because that's all he is talent.
Yeah.
And you let them create for him, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's an actor, not a writer.
Yes, and I think a lot of these wrestlers are, and they think that they're much more. They think they're creative. They think they're geniuses, like Mercedes Moné. They're not. It sucks. So let's see what he can do under the WWE umbrella, if they do. I made the list. I would love to see the list. What do you think he wouldn't come back
the other day?
He wouldn't come back as that, though.
If he were to come back, if he did come back to WWE, it has to be as a comedy act and nothing more. Don't come back as a serious act, because that's whenever he was like trying to get all these wins and be the top group, and that's when it started ruining things. If he were to come back, it would need to be the List Jericho or some comedy version. That would be okay to see every now and then on TV. But I don't want to see him be the main attraction. There's too many other younger talent that is at their peak versus him, who is unfortunately past his prime.
Clutch. You're old enough to remember. So are we. Every PLE, Ron Simmons will come in and go, damn. Right? Every time. Yeah. That's Jericho's new thing. He just, in the backstage segment of a pay-per-view, comes up to somebody, like, they're just doing nonsense, and he just comes up. He does the list. You just made the list. And that's all we do. Once a month, one PLE, just like the Damn. That's his new thing.
Yeah, there you go. I'm for it.
Be down for that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I would like to see Chris Jericho back on WWE television. I would like to see him be in the Hall of Fame. I was worried he was never going to be in the WWE Hall of Fame because he went to AEW and Vince hold grudges. Triple H, obviously, with the whole CM Punk situation, does not hold grudges. My cats are fighting. So I would love to see Jericho back.
You just know he's a perfect fit for a Rumble to return.
Yeah,
that's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah, January. Okay, all right, January, February. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jericho saved his cash. He's not taking that gig. Jericho doesn't need the money. I truly believe Jericho loves pro wrestling.
Yeah,
and he doesn't need. He's not Flair. He's not doing it for cash. He's doing it because he loves it. He has a band. He's very successful. He doesn't need the money. And plus he just left. Anyone that leaves Tony Khan, you're leaving loaded. Leaving freaking loaded. Now I do want to get into the AEW minute. Clutch, I'm sorry. In the AEW minute is literally just going to be me reading off the Forbidden Door matches and asking you or anyone else if you care. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Reel them off. Let's hear them.
All right. First match. Well, I'm just going to go from the top. Hangman Page versus MJF for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
That'd be a good match.
It's going to be a banger. That's going to be a good match. I cannot wait for that match. Clutch, you care?
It sounds like a good match.
Damn right it does. Okada versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW Unified World Championship.
A Swerve match is always good. I'll put it like
That's
that.
right.
Okada's still a thing?
No. He sucks. He's one of the
Wa-
worst wrestlers
wasn't
I've
he
ever
like-
seen.
Wasn't he like one of the best wrestlers in the world like 2 years ago?
That's what they said. And then he's on American television and he's one of the worst. They said that about Kota Ibushi as well. In his debut, he looked like he was in slow motion. So I don't know. But I'm not interested in that match. I hate Okada. Tony Storm versus Athena for the AEW World Championship. Chris, are you shocked Athena's on television?
Yes. I was really excited when she left WWE because I really was hoping that she would get a chance over there because she was always one of my favorites. She was like one of my underdog favorites in WWE. And I was really hoping that she was going to get a chance over there. So it's been disappointing.
Didn't she get relegated to ROH or something?
Yeah.
Forever.
Yep.
Forever. Where's Runaway Girl? What's her name? Green hair. Where's she at? Where's Paige? Where's anyone? Where's any women they've ever brought in? Where's Julia? She's left. Where's Stephanie Bakir? She's gone. Where's anybody? Tony Storm's like the only one that's where's Mariah May? She's gone.
Is
The
Britt Baker
women's
still a
division.
thing?
No.
She's MIA.
She's gone. The last time we saw her, she started a promo. Do you know this story, Chris? Did you see this?
Last night, listen, I haven't followed in so long. Last I knew, her and Adam Cole broke up, and then some short time after, she was off TV. So I don't know what she's got going on. We can go take a ride over to Orlando and find out, though, if you want.
Winter
Stop in,
Havens.
Winter Haven, whatever. It's the same thing.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. She had started a promo with Serena Deeb. Serena Deeb came out with her like, I'm a professional wrestler. And Britt Baker said, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And that was not supposed to be said. And that was off script because she really meant nobody cares. And we haven't seen her on TV since. Literally. So,
Yeah.
Next match. Oh, gosh. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Nope.
We have a commentator going for the World Championship.
Nope.
No words from Clutch. Love it. Oh, boy. I'm going to read this as they read it. The Golden Lovers, Darby Allin, Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay versus the Death Riders, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd in a lights-out steel cage match.
That sounds like a lot going on. That's going to be a spot fest.
The Young Bucks are in it, so I assume the over-under is 5 Canadian Destroyers.
Oh.
And 15 super kicks.
Yep.
So I'll give you guys a little thing of what's going on here. Darby Allin kidnapped Wheeler Yuta, put him in a body bag, dragged him outside, stapled on his head a piece of paper that said Forbidden Door, and delivered him to John Moxley. So cool. It's gonna be a one-on-one match. John Moxley versus Darby Allin. Then Will Ospreay came back. Will Ospreay 3 weeks ago said he has major neck surgery. This is the end of my career. This is it. I'm done, bruv. 3 weeks later, came back and challenged the Death Riders to this lights out steel cage match. So broken neck, no big deal for him. And it's a steel cage match with 10 people in the cage. 10 people in the ring at the same time.
It's too much.
What the hell do they think is going to happen?
Now, are they going to do it Hell in a Cell style cage match where you have that little bit of extra room, or is it right up against the ring and that's it? I mean, either way, it's too many, but it's especially too many if they don't have that little area outside the ropes to work with. You're not going to know what's going on. People are going to be on the ground. They're going to be on the ground sleeping most of the match.
They do blood and guts with 2 rings, and that's 10 people.
Yeah, and that feels like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to squeeze them in. And you have a little bit of area on the outside there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's going to be crazy.
Overbooked. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage for the first time in couldn't tell you how long versus Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. That's right. Their reunion match is against Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. How are we feeling about that?
Oh, it's disappointing.
I'd rather watch the Dudleys and the Hardys in 2025.
1000%. 1000%. It's just so sad to see them reunite in front of like 1,000 people in Cleveland on a random Wednesday night.
They already have practice. They're reunited in front of nobody in the Thunderdome.
Okay, here we go. Kyle Fletcher versus Takahashi, which I thought he was wrestling in the other match, for the TNT Championship. Don't know who Takahashi is.
Josh, I'd just like to comment something real quick.
Yeah.
I am proud of you. You've gotten so much better at all of these names.
Right?
On the Forbidden Door. The first couple of years, it was brutal. It was so bad to listening to you read through some of those.
Well, you watch them wrestle enough.
Man. Yeah, you've come a long way, man.
So if any sickos want to know, I'll give you Forbidden Door start time. It's August 24th, 2025. I believe it starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. And I just read off all the matches. So 2 p.m. Eastern start time, all in, or not all in. It's on Forbidden Door. So if you're interested in that, have fun. So Josh is way longer than 60 seconds. Yeah, it is definitely. That was a long ass match. And it's going to be a long pay-per-view. That's what Tony Khan does. He puts on, it's going to go from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. at night, probably 11 p.m. at night. The pre-show I heard starts at noon. So we're going to have wrestling for 12 straight hours. The sickos are going to love it. I'm going to love it. We're all going to love it. But that's going to be it for the show. Clutch, I know we probably didn't get into everything we were going to talk about today. I apologize for that. Any last things you want to bring to the people before we log off, Clutch? Now, Chris, I'll give you yours after that.
You know what? You gave me an answer before the show started. I'm still going to ask it. Grande Americano.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Ludwig or Gable.
Which one's better? I'll start while Josh collects his thoughts over here. Mine is definitely Chad Gable. Hands
Without
down.
a doubt.
Without a doubt.
So, me,
but
without
you said
a shadow of a doubt, undisputed, it's Ludwig Kaiser. And I assume you guys haven't watched Triple Mania. I've gotten into it. I've watched it. I suggest you watch it yourself and see how over Ludwig is as Grande Americano.
I started it, not joking. I got through the opening promo, like the video package. I'm like, this is going to be freaking awesome. And then life happened. I never got back to it. But I do 1000% want to watch it. And this is before I heard anything about it. So I listen, Ludwig is just like, he's not doing it for me on television. He's not doing it for me he's not Chad. He doesn't have the charisma as Chad Gable. And that's the thing. Chad Gable, he doesn't need to say anything. And I know what he's saying. I know what he's doing. Ludwig has the same stance. He looks like Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
I like him. I love Ludwig. I wanted Ludwig to be in the Seth Rollins group. I'm a big fan of him. Yeah. But I just don't know if he's pulling this off on television. I haven't seen the Triple Mania thing, so I wouldn't know yet.
100%.
So maybe you're right.
Recommend. Really good.
60 seconds. Yeah, I'm getting the Bruce Pritchard treatment from DSG. I'm going way over. Chris, you wouldn't get it. You didn't watch Unreal yet, or did you watch that episode?
No, I've only seen the first episode. How far
Yeah,
are you in now?
I've only watched 3 episodes.
3 episodes.
Because episode 4 is the Rock episode, and I don't want to watch that. Like, I just have no interest. I don't want to see the Rock and him in his politics. I heard it gets uncomfortable. Clutch, did you see it?
Yeah,
Does it
I
get
get it.
uncomfortable?
A little bit. You can like feel his influence during the entire episode, and it's like,
Yeah. And I don't want to be uncomfortable when I watch TV. And that's what I just feel the tension. I feel the tension through the TV, and I don't like that feeling. I like to watch happy stuff. But anyway, that's why I watch AEW. I don't, like to see people get stabbed in the face with forks, blood coming everywhere. John Moxley getting his head stabbed with chopsticks. Just kidding, I kid. It was a work. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks for everyone watching right now. We have 16 people watching live at the moment currently, which is awesome. Thank you for still being here after all this nonsense. If you have not yet, hit the subscribe button on the Fins Talk extra page. We are the best show on this. I'm just kidding. We are all great. I was watching the college football guys last night. I was throwing some comments in there saying how much I hate college football. And they were talking, I was like, I'm being a downer. Let me tell them how much I love college football. I never got that far. Didn't do it. I just told them how much I hate college football. But I'm excited it starts next week, right? Clutch? College football? Canes?
yeah. When
John
was
Beck?
it exactly? On the 30th, I think, or the 1st?
Oh, I thought they play next week. Dang it. Oh, well.
Because I know they play
but-
Notre Dame, but I thought it was towards the end of August, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, August 30th. So what? Next weekend. There might be
it's next
some.
weekend.
There might be some on this weekend. Is this weekend what they call week 0?
Yeah, I think this weekend's week 0.
Oh,
So excited
great.
for college football.
I'm gonna miss it.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Why?
I'm gonna be in Paris.
Oh, that's right.
It's all right. All you're missing is Iowa State, Kansas State. That's it.
Well, it's better than what we have now, which is baseball. So
Yep.
that being said, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Until next week. Peace out, guys.